This is a Head Cannon Circus production.
Yo,
Yeah.
yes, shout out for that intro, man. Stage bring us in smooth. It's kind of like the Quiet Storm intro almost. You know, you get that vibe going. The
Yeah, man, he
crooning.
making me another one too for a different show.
Okay, bet we gotta feature that too. Hey, everybody. Once again, it's another episode of the Gladiator Cypher podcast. It's your boy Pseudonym Slim here again one more time. I got my fellows with me. How's it going?
Man, I'm good, feeling great. How are you?
Peachy King, man.
I'm here, getting drunk. Just had to set the pool up for the kids and shit,
Nice. That's what's up.
What you mean? You mean the fire hydrant? You mean the pool?
Nah, man, I know we in the hood. We got a little above ground drink, you know what I'm saying? They babies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little above ground, take up the whole backyard, but
Okay. If they like it, I love it, man.
Swimming in the hood, this shit, the maintenance on that motherfucker is crazy. Oh my god, you can't cuss for 2 minutes, right?
We'll just bleep it.
The maintenance on that drink crazy though. You got filters and all that, but whatever. They like it. They having fun. Whatever.
Oh, you got a real above ground. You ain't got like a blow up joint. You got a real above ground.
No, I got the rails in the joint. You got to put the chlorine and the pH up, pH down. Yeah, bro. Yeah, put the cover on at night so the raccoons don't go in there drinking it and shit. Yeah.
Shit, I need to send my girls up to the U, man, so they can be in that pool all day going buck.
They know how to swim yet or not?
Yeah, they can swim.
Oh, that's good.
Vaughn can swim for real. Dub can swim with the vest on.
Okay.
So they got a little swim club out in the county. I was thinking about taking them out there for that, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely important. Have your kids learn how to swim. I know you keep hearing all these stories in the news, like one will be drowned or something, the buddies jump in trying to save, and everybody end up.
Yeah.
Up, man. So definitely, it's a good thing that they're at least familiar with it. But bring it back to the topic. We're going to kick this off. We got our top 3 segment once again, and today we're going over top 3 underrated albums. All right.
Ooh, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna say when I gave this class, I was thinking of underrated albums by people like. My thought was like, and I should have explained it better. When people that we rock with, that albums maybe don't get enough love, or somebody that we like, just we think as an artist don't get enough love, and they got just a bomb ass album. So when people were like, "What do you mean underrated?" and I'm like, because they're like, that could mean anything. Like somebody could think an album that we all love is underrated, and it's like, is it really underrated at that point if everybody fucks with it? So that was my thoughts on that. So I don't know. Would you want to kick it off, Pseudonym?
Yeah, sure. I'll kick it off. Let's go round robin. We'll each do one and then move on. So my first is by TDE's own Ab Soul. His album These Days dropped in 2014. And I just feel like Ab Soul is kind of like the Dark Knight of the whole TDE camp. We haven't really heard much from him aside from a few features, I think, since his latest album dropped. So, it's always nice hearing from him. But this album, I really liked. The features on it he had were great. He had some quality bars. He even had like a little battle rap segment towards the end with Daylight, which was pretty hard. And I've noticed one sort of pattern that he likes to do. So he likes to work with Danny Brown a lot. And that's going to lead me into my next one, but I'll get into that a little bit. So he's got a song right here with Danny Brown that goes pretty hard too. So I would say These Days, Ab Soul 2014. If you haven't heard it, check it out.
Okay. Ab Soul there. I mean, that's a good one. Nip, do you want to go next or you want me to go next?
I don't even know if mine are underrated or not, but whatever. I'm going to go Lupe Fiasco's The Cool. I don't really hear that joint mentioned a lot, but that's a class. I think it's a classic hip hop album.
Yeah, me too.
But I think Lupe is one of the most underrated rappers, I guess. Period. I know him and Royce was having a little beef this week after Redman said that Royce was a top 5 or a top 10 or was a GOAT rapper or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Royce said that Lupe wasn't in a position to anoint nobody, whatever like that. But I think Lupe could give Royce a little run.
I think so too.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think he's no slouch. Definitely.
I guess maybe I'm in the minority. I think Lupe's better than Royce, but
I
don't know about better, but he can get busy with him. He can get funky. I think it's he. I'm not gonna say he's better. I'm not gonna say, bro, song wise, like making songs and as well as being a super lyricist and all that shit. Yeah, hell yeah, he definitely makes better songs than Royce.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think they kind of neck and neck. If you're talking about like favorites, I think I would favor Lupe over Royce. Most definitely, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, my first train is the Cool. Yeah,
for sure. Good pick.
That's a good one, man. I like that one. I'm mad that I didn't peep that one. But all right, so I guess my number 3 is going to be Nas and Damian Marley, Distant Relatives. Is going to be my number 3. Like, I feel like this is like, I know Nas has his lost tapes or whatever. I feel like this is the lost album. Like, cats that really rock with Nas, cats that really fuck with that reggae, blah, blah, blah. Like, no one, when I bring this album up and they go, for real, they made an album together? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, listen to that shit. And when every time everybody listens to it, they come back and be like, oh, damn, this shit's dope. Like, almost to the point that they feel like this is more Nas's comeback album than any other than ones that he had before. Like, it actually felt more like Nas. It felt more personal. And then Damian Marley on there does his thing as well. But yeah, it's one of my favorite. I mean, it's probably in my top 3 Nas albums, and I think nobody even halftime knows it even exists. So my number 3 is going to be Nas and Damian Marley, Distant Relatives.
Got you. All right, moving right along. So I kind of mentioned this artist a little bit earlier when I was talking about Absol, but Danny Brown. Not only do I think he's an underrated artist, I think this project, Triple X, was underrated also. So this kind of dropped a little bit before he started to see a lot of mainstream success with his follow-up album to this one. But I think that this one is like way harder than the album where he had the song about the steps or something, sitting on the porch. I can't remember the title, but yeah, Triple X, that album, it goes hard. And Danny's kind of underrated to me, just his delivery, his approach. After you get over his voice a little bit, because it might turn some folks off, I kind of appreciate like his aggressiveness and kind of the craziness he talks about, like in some of the lyrics and stuff is wild. So I like this one a lot. If you're a Danny Brown fan, definitely check out Triple X if you haven't already.
All right. I'm gonna go. My second drum, I'm gonna go Streams of Thought, Volume 1, Black Thought. That shit was bars galore. Like the other Streams of Thought were pretty good, but Streams of Thought, Volume 1, that shit was crazy. That shit was a hip hop clinic. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, I I'm a Black Thought stan and shit, so everything he do, I'm gonna say whatever. But I don't feel like any of the Streams of Thought get the play or the recognition that they should get. Like, I mean, I know Black Thought fans listen to all of them, but they don't really get burn. I guess, of course, they don't get no radio burn because he don't do like hooks and melody, auto tune, and all that goofy ass shit. But as far as like lyricism, flows and shit like that, like that shit is unmatched and shit. I think a lot of people miss that album.
No, that's a good one. I'll be honest with you, like if we did only reason I haven't done a top 3 underrated artist list because I feel like Black Thought will probably be close to. I know me and Tony's probably number 1 because most jokers don't even know how good of a lyricist he is in general, let alone for an album. So I mean, yeah, man, I'm right there with you on that one, man. I can't shit. That's right up my alley there. My number 2, I'm kind of going to take a little different, flip a little bit of genre here, a little bit on this one. My number 2. So my number 2 is actually going to be Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a huge Zeppelin fan, and I think for most of the rock heads, they'll tell you Zeppelin 1, 2, and actually 4. Actually, Zeppelin 3 was on my list originally because I feel like Zeppelin 3 gets not enough respect, but I feel like it's been a resurgence, and Zeppelin 3 has been getting a lot more respect than before. A lot of all the angsty musician kids rock with Zeppelin 3. But anyway, most people know the big classic hits of Zeppelin. I feel like this album, this was later in their career. I think this is like 79, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And a little later in their career, this is when they were kind of almost experimenting similar to what they did in Led Zeppelin 3, but instead Zeppelin 3, where they experimented more with higher blues and jazz feels and sounds.
Mm-hmm.
This one, In Through the Outdoor, they more experimented with more Caribbean beats, more like jazz fusion or blues fusion, and you just didn't get that from especially white rock bands in that era. Now I know Zeppelin has a little bit of kind of biter-ish to them. It's come out now that they bit a lot of other people's stuff, but I think this album, for what they were trying to do and accomplish, is holds up better in time, but I think also gets washed out of their legacy because when it first came out, everybody fucking hated it. So mine is going to be Zeppelin In Through the Outdoor is my second most underrated album from artists.
All right. I'm a Zeppelin fan too. My favorite is Houses of the Holy, but I really haven't heard a whole lot of their catalog. It's just that's what my dad had on CD, so I used to hear that a lot. So I got to go back and listen to some of the other stuff. But
yeah, I ain't that cultured. I don't listen to Zeppelin like that. So
Oh, your fucks with Zeppelin, Nip.
I think I heard a few songs. I need to go back and listen. It's been on the to-do list. I'm gonna do it though.
I will put that on it because what you like with the blues, jazz, and a little bit of funk.
Right.
Zeppelin's the only band that really did that and did it like justice. Like you find, like I'm not a rock fan. I will tell you that I'm not a rock fan at all. I fucks with Zeppelin. Zeppelin, like they play music. They go in. So I would tell you, especially if you go through Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, and 4, like you'll become a fan real quick because they play some real shit. So,
let me go check it out.
All right. And then my final pick, which is actually a very recent album that dropped by Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable. I think Lloyd Banks did his thing on this album, and it's crazy that a lot of people weren't really talking about it. I mean, it kind of popped up a bit maybe the first couple of days of its release on Twitter. Everybody's talking about, bring back the third verse, Lloyd Banks is killing it, all this kind of stuff. But when you hear talk about like the top rap albums of the year so far, I think this one is up there. He's got a ton of music on here, not a whole lot of features, but each song is put together well. He's got the choruses in there. He's really giving you a great addition to his catalog with the album. So if you're a Lloyd Banks fan at all, I definitely recommend you check it out. If you're just a fan of New York hip hop, definitely check out The Course of the Inevitable. It's a great project.
I don't know why I couldn't get into that joint. I'd listened to it and I was just like, by song 2 or 3, I'm just like, yeah. I'm all right on this joint. It wasn't bad. Like I don't want to speak bad about it. Like it wasn't a bad album. I just wasn't my. I don't know. The feeling wasn't there for me.
Yeah, I think because he doesn't rely on, what kind of rap he's going to give you, and it's not his delivery isn't so stark that it's going to like wake you up or kind of go through you're going to catch on. There's a lot of stuff. I'm more so listening to like the bars and just trying to get into the words he's saying. But you're right, it can kind of, depending on what kind of mood you're in, it could be a little bit of a bore. But I mean, for me, listening to it, I just put it on in like a car or something. I just zone out and the lyrics just kind of go straight to my brain. I'm like, oh yeah, this is tough. So that was my top underrated album of the year.
Take it.
Okay. What you got, Nep?
My number one is going to be Fiend, Street Life.
Woo!
Yeah, dog. Down. Country Masterpiece, No Limit. Like, that shit is one of my, it's I ain't gonna say it's a top 5 hip hop album of all time, but it's in my top 5 favorite albums of all time.
Is that the joint where he flipped that never gonna dance again? Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
No, this shit is all like
Mr. Womp
shit.
Womp.
Yeah, that's Mr. Womp.
Oh,
This shit,
I'm thinking of
the
Mac,
Rock
not Fiend. I'm
Show.
sorry. I know.
No,
Exactly.
this is
That's
the
what it
Rock
was.
Show. The joint from London. What did it say? I can't remember the name of the fucking song. They never really saw the bullet coming. No type of instincts for running. I wish he would have came with me to London. I never knocked the Sussel. I was the one that gave him muscle. This is my shit, dog.
Yeah.
This motherfucking outcome. This shit. All cool. What was that? Like junior year or some shit? I don't think I listened to no other fucking album, bro.
Yeah.
That
no, you're
was
right.
my fucking album, cuz.
Yeah, I went through a No Limit phase. I went back and listened to that one. I really like Fiend a lot. I wish he would drop some more here recently. I know he's been on some features.
No, he stinks now.
Years. Oh, really?
I was about to say he probably watched.
Yeah, he sucks now. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, he sucks now.
He's not hungry. He lost the hunger.
He can pack that shit up. And I fuck with Fiend. And he can pack that shit up.
Oh my goodness. My favorite No Limit.
That's definitely one of my top 5 favorite albums, though.
Like a quick aside, my favorite No Limit track, the joint, it starts off Romeo's like, Dad. He's like, Romeo, what you been doing fighting at school, boy? And then Romeo like, Dad, the boy called me a nigger. And then Master because I'm just a black man trapped in this white world. Like, it's so, you gotta listen to that joke. It's just, the intro just kills me. I don't know. It's just funny. I know it's supposed to be serious, but it just made me laugh.
I forgot we didn't even put that Soulja Boy and Bow Wow joint on the list today. I mean,
that could be music news.
I think Romeo showed up for that too. But anyway,
I couldn't do
my
it.
number. I tried. I did. I got about 15 minutes into it, and look, I ain't gonna lie. I was more entertained by Soulja clapping on Bow Wow the whole time. That enjoyed me more than anything. But the music, I was like,
when I came in. He ran the same song back like 3 times. I'm not watching this shit, bro. What the fuck is this? I'm out. I'm not listening to this shit, man. I said, is this nigga serious? Nah, you ain't got enough pieces to do remixes. No, nigga, it's a first you to spit 3 songs on one song.
Young Draco, I loved it.
There's something wrong with that dude, man. He's crazy.
Little Pee Wee. Yeah, that Joker was going in on Bow Wow ass the whole night.
I just remember
Bow Wow was like, man, where your verse at? He go, man, be patient. Young Draco, we gotta put some more respect on Draco name, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and my honorable mention is gonna be Bubba Sparks' Deliverance, just because I think that's an album people should check out. Dope ass album. But my number one is going to be, people are going to be like, this ain't underrated, but I think it's underrated, is Michael Jackson Bad. I think Michael Jackson Bad is a fucking underrated album because it came after Thriller, and Thriller killed everything. And I don't think people give respect to how dope Bad is. Like, I think Bad is better than Thriller. I think Bad is doper than Thriller all the way. Yeah, I see. Like I said, I think Bad is dope because I guarantee you ain't listening to Bad in a minute.
Just hide the cocaine because this nigga's high.
Look here. Oh, stop it, Nip. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't. That's why I said it's underrated. I doubt you've listened to Bad recently. And Liberian Girl.
No, I listen to Bad, but
it is.
Okay. I'm not gonna put it down like that. Bad is my number 3. I'll say that. Bad is my number 3.
Come on, man. I can go with that, but I'm saying my point is, I think it's better than Thriller because Thriller got, what is that? The Girl Is Mine. It got it got like 2 soft songs in there.
It does.
Bad all the way through.
Yeah.
Bad all the way through. Kick your door in, man. And kick your teeth in, bro. And so Bad is my underrated album because I feel like MJ get no respect for Bad, man. Because coming off the wall and Thriller, I mean, he pretty much had to turn into God himself for people to respect the album.
That's a fact.
Yeah. But I feel like Bad did it. When I say that too, I think Bad over time is a better album than Thriller is over time. Like in the time where it was released, I would have agreed with you. But now when I listen to it music for music, Bad is way better musically than I think Thriller is, man. And I don't know if it's because Bad is a little bit more personal for Michael, because I know in Thriller he had a lot more writing credits with Quincy. Then in Bad, he had a lot more of his own writing credits. But I rock with Bad, man. That's my number one underrated album of all time, and only because the other two were just fucking slobber knockers, and you had to follow that up, and you still did hit the mark following that up. So, shout out to that. Shout out to MJ, man. He'll always live. More popular than Jesus Christ. Remember that.
I don't know, man. I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you how to feel, but I don't know. I don't think that smoke is. Yeah, the way you make me feel, okay. Speed Demon, Liberian Girl,
Smokers,
Just Good Friends. No, that's a throwaway. Another Part of Me, that's a throwaway. Man in the Mirror.
Oh, stop it! Another Part of Me is a throwaway. You are bugging there. It's just another part of me. You better stop it. You better play that shit.
You're right.
You better stop it.
You better Just Good Friends is the throwaway though. Just Good Friends.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
Just Good Friends. Not Another Part of Me. Man in the Mirror. I just can't stop loving you.
Dirty Diana. Smooth.
Dirty Diana's a smoker.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Smooth Criminal. Yeah. All right.
Leave me alone. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bad as a smoker. I'm just telling you, because if you listen to Thriller and that, if we were in the 90s, I would agree with you. But as music has evolved, Bad has gotten better as music has evolved, man.
If you get more burn, it does.
Yeah, like Bad is tough now, man. Like, because I listened to the other day and I was like, hold on, this is on Bad? Hold on, this is on Bad. And I ain't gonna get started on Dangerous, because Dangerous got a couple of smokers too. And we don't even talk about that. Remember the time? That's on Bad. Like, I mean, on Dangerous. Dangerous got a couple of smokers too that we don't want to talk about with MJ. Like, I see why MJ what he was. We give him all that pop shit. But if you really want to pop shit, MJ got some. He got some. He got some
heat rock.
I don't know if I put it at number 2 spot over Thriller. I don't know if I put it at number 2 spot. Because Off the Wall is number 1.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna go listen to it. Oh yeah, Off the Wall is number 1.
We ain't not gonna debate that. Yeah. And anybody that says any different than that, then you no longer can talk music with me if you talking about Off the Wall ain't the best one.
All right. So we got our top 3s out the way. So we had we had a nice tight shot for you all today. Again, we'll be back next week for more topics. Hopefully get some more music. I feel like we've been getting a steady stream of decent music here lately. You know, even some good projects been kind of flowing through. So I'm looking forward to more releases, some big names. We'll see who we got next week. Of course, you know, we're going to bring you that heat with the music reviews, our top 3s, and then also we'll get into some music news and culture talk for you all. But be sure to share, like, follow, and subscribe to us on our different platforms. You know, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Anchor FM if you want to listen to the audio stream, if you're in the car or something, and also Spotify. So be sure to check us out and engage with us. You know, did we have a crazy take on racism here in America? Do you think we were absolutely wrong? Did you absolutely hate Tyler's album? Do you think Doja Cat sucked? Let us know in the comments. Tell us how you feel. But other than that, we'll be back with you next week. Peace.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
This is a head cannon
circus production.